Good morning, everyone. You'll notice I have a few more tea lights on the table trying to light up the reading a little bit better. I don't have a window in this new room, so I don't get the daylight coming in, which is interesting, but I'm not to turn on the overhead light, I hear. So we're going with it. We're doing what we can to bring more light to the table. And so this reading, I've already drawn the cards, shuffled and drawn the cards. I have 3 piles here, and it's using every tarot card I have. So I keep hearing words like it's the ultimate tarot reading or the mega tarot reading or something like that. So I'm going to open the energy, let you choose your piles, and we're going to get started and see what they have to say. All right, if you haven't picked a pile yet, please pause the video and do so. But I am going to get started with pile number 1. All right. So pile number 1, 111, I just saw. So that's the timestamp for you, and that I would suggest you look up. Okay, so let's see. What did they want to say to you with these tarot cards today? All right, 7 of Pentacles. Beautiful. The 7 of Pentacles says, even if you feel like you're on the verge of defeat, you are on the verge of victory. Do not give up. Okay? So look at this beautiful card. I love this. This is the Star Tarot deck. Look at the horses, the 7 horses, okay? The 7 butterflies, the 7 pentacles, the sunflowers there. You know, this is just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Hope you can see it. And it's a card of hope, okay? And the 7 is the seeker, right? It's seeker of truth. And this is Pentacles, so seeking truth in the physical world, seeking the truth of the physical world. That's what I'm hearing right now. You are seeking the truth of the physical world. And even if you feel like you're about to be defeated, that you don't know, you don't understand it, you'll never know, you'll never get it, you will, okay? Don't give up. You're on the verge of success in your seeking of the truth of the physical world. That's what this is saying, okay? That's your first card. And we're putting this one up here. You want me to put that one up there? All right. Okay, they're saying be fearless. Be fearless in your pursuit of the truth of the physical world, okay? Be fearless. That's the first card. 3 of Cups. They're saying spend time with loved ones, okay? With the people who bring you joy, the people who love you, bring you happiness and joy into your life. Spend time with them, okay? The Knight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords. This is about learning something. This is about learning something. So you're trying to learn the truth of the physical world. This is the King of Swords. Sorry, this is, I read it as the Knight of Swords. This is the King of Swords. This is about knowing something. This is about clarity. So yeah, you want this mental clarity. You're seeking, and he learns. He gets this clarity through knowledge, through learning, through experience, through the physical ways. It's not so much the intuitiveness. It's actual, reading and researching and learning. So you're seeking the truth of the physical world. You can get there. This says don't give up, and this says you will have this clarity, but part of it's not just all intuition, okay? It's not going to all come just from your intuition and your knowing. Some of it you're going to have to learn. That's what I'm hearing here. You're going to learn it from spending time with your loved ones. I hear that. From being fearless, and you're going to learn it from mentors and books and etc. Follow your gut to find the things that will teach you it, okay? That you'll learn from. Now, this is the 9 of Wands. So this tells me you have some anxiety around not knowing. Okay, you have some anxiety about where do you learn this from? Where do you get this knowledge from? Okay, so let's see what the next card says. The Empress. Okay, so the Empress, she's very, very connected to the physical world. Okay, she is so she is like the birther of things in the physical world. So she can manifest things, she can birth things into the physical world. She is a master manifester. Okay, so you have this anxiety right here, this anxiety card right between being the King of Swords and being the Empress. Okay, so you're trying to reconcile the two. You're trying to reconcile. How do I reconcile this innate ability to be in the physical world and to manifest in the physical world? And, because you have this innate ability, right? You understand, that you can manifest, but like, that you can manifest, but you don't quite understand it fully yet. Okay. And that's causing you anxiety. And that's the truth you're seeking in this physical world. Okay. And look, now we have the Queen of Swords. So the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Swords says you need to put your emotions aside and use your logic. Okay, that's what the Queen of Swords does. Whatever she puts her mind to, she can do. Okay, she's very ambitious, very strategic, very intellectual. And she uses her mind. Some people think she's cold-hearted, but she's not cold-hearted. She just knows how to not let her emotions I don't want to say control her, but not let her emotions lead her astray. Okay, so that's something that you need to do, because you've got these swords coming up. So this is about, again, it's not just about your knowing, it's about your understanding, it's about your logical, physical understanding of the world. Okay, so put your emotions aside. All right, the star card. Look at that. Your wishes will come true. Okay, you know this. You know that when you wish upon a star, it will come true, because you're the Empress and you're a master manifestor, and you know this. This is what you're trying to understand. You are trying to understand how it all works, so that you can be better at it, so that you can master it, so that you can guide and direct yourself in a way that you manifest what's for your highest good, always, right? That's what you're trying to understand. Here we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. The Two of Pentacles. Look at that. For me, the Two of Pentacles always tells me there's a partnership in the physical world. Okay, and the partnership is often between the spiritual world and the physical you. Okay, and this resonates and affirms that for me. This image here, we have this camel in the desert, right? And he obviously would be wanting water and thirsting for water. We have the stars here, and we have the stars, the moon, and we have the raindrops coming down, right? So yes, the spirit world is trying to give you the answers you're seeking. Okay, so partner with the spirit world to receive those answers, but they will come to you in physical form. Okay, so that's what this is about. Be aware of the physical teachings and learnings that are coming to you about the spiritual world and the physical world. I mean, the spirit world is trying to give you information. So not just knowing, not just your intuition, not just, and I say just, that's probably the wrong word. But yeah, they want to make you aware that there is physical knowledge, okay, available to you, that they're trying to give you. That's what they're saying here. Look at this, the Six of Pentacles. This is about community in the physical world. I keep saying the spirit world instead of physical world, so that's because they're so interconnected. But this is about healing, okay? Self-love, self-healing in the physical world. And you do this through being part of a community. So again, spending time. Remember, they said spending time with those you love and who love you. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be peers, this could be coworkers. But spending time with these people who love you and who you love, okay, is what they are suggesting here again. This is how you heal in the physical world. You're meant to commune with people. You're meant to be with people. This is a potluck. This image is a potluck. And that always, brings that clarity to me that we are meant to be with others and commune with others here in the physical world. That's part of the point, right? Look at this. Burdens will be lifted, okay? When you're part of a community and you share in the physical world in this way, so sharing is about giving and receiving, okay? Burdens will be lifted for you. And I'm hearing it's not your burden alone to figure this stuff out. Your community can help you, okay? Your friends and family can help you. Being connected with them, listening to them, hearing what they have to say, your peers, your mentors, etc. They they have knowledge to share with you. There is physical knowledge, okay? So your wish to understand the physical world, to seek the truth of the physical world and understand it, it's not, they're answering this, right? And to understand how you manifest, because you are a master manifester in this physical world. Yeah, they are trying to communicate to you that you can understand it, you will understand it. You need to value, that's what's coming. You need to value and appreciate the physical knowledge that they're trying to give you through your community. All right, through this partnership, through your community. And they're drawing my attention back to this card to be fearless. Be fearless in your pursuit of this, okay? Be fearless. So when people challenge you or people, what's the word I'm looking for? When they challenge you, when they trigger you, when they upset you, when they disagree with you, don't go into fear. That's what I'm hearing. Don't go into fear. That's this, this is this Queen of Swords. Keep your emotions kind of in check, right, is what they're saying. And use your logical mind, okay? That's when you need to really use your logical mind. And don't allow your emotions to overwhelm you with fear. And, fear of being rejected, fear of being misunderstood, fear of being told you're wrong, fear of being wrong, right? So they want you to be fearless and not go into that place because, as much as you have loving friends and family and in a beautiful community, perhaps, sometimes people disagree sometimes. And that's good. That's this anxiety here. That's good. That's, that is the tension that's needed in order to come to the truth. Okay, so this is why it says, when you feel like you're on the verge of defeat, you're actually on the verge of victory. You might feel like, everyone's disagreeing with you or or challenging you or triggering you in some way, but this is all to bring this light and truth to you, okay? So don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of communing with others. Don't be afraid of the physical knowledge that's trying to be brought to you. It all goes together. Okay, so we always talk about pursuing our happiness through our spirituality, and that's very true, and that's very much what we're here to do. But don't negate the physical knowledge, the physical experience, and the logical mind. Don't negate it, okay? That's what they want to say to my group number 1. I hear. That's the message. All right. Here we go. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm moving on to group number 2 now. Group number 2. Let's see what they have to say to you today. The Hierophant. Interesting. I kept thinking of the Hierophant card with the first group. So I think this is a progression, maybe. So the Hierophant, this is all about, traditional knowledge. The Hierophant is very, very wise, but in the traditional way. So you can see he's getting all these downloads from the spirit world. He has all this knowledge that he's gathered from the spirit world. And he's, put it out there into the physical world. He's very wise, he's very spiritual, but he's also very traditional. Okay, so that's what they want to call attention to for whatever reason. Let's see what this reading is going to say about all of that. So then we have the moon. This is all about the intuition, right? So if he would be the, representing the divine masculine here, the moon is the divine feminine, right? So he's the creator, giver, and the moon is the receiver, right? You can see he's this pentacle of light here. And I was going to say he's, traditionally we think of the sun as the masculine and the giver of the light, and the moon as the feminine and the absorber, the receiver of the light. So this is, this is very traditional, and this is very non-traditional pagan. I'm hearing pagan. The trees and the moon is showing me the pagan. So this is traditional religion almost, and pagan practices is what I'm hearing here. Okay, so so there's something they want to talk about this, and if it's a progression from the first one, which I hear it is, so you might want to watch the first one. It's about how these two work together. Okay, so yeah, look at that, the devil card. This is the physical. This is about the physical. So typically when we see the devil card, it's a warning to not focus too much on the physical. But what I'm hearing with this today, right now, because of the message that came for the pile number one, and because of what I'm seeing here, that these two work together, is do not negate the physical, okay? That was how the first message ended. Do not negate the physical. Don't focus on it solely, but don't focus on the spiritual fully. They go together, right? So don't negate the physical. All right, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords message is to accept what is. Okay, that you need to accept what is in order to move forward into what will be. Okay, but if you struggle and you don't want to accept what is, you'll never be able to move forward into what will be. And this reminds me about the quote I used yesterday. If you're living in the past and rehashing the past, your present will always be grounded in the past, rooted in the past, and there will be no moving forward. There will be no future. So you need to accept what is, and that's a very physical, your physical experience, what's happening in the physical world, accept it, okay? Accept it. It is, that's all there is to it, all right? And then look at this, the Queen of Wands. Wow. So once you accept what is, and you understand that the traditional religion and the pagan practices, they work together. Once you understand that the masculine and the feminine work together, once you understand that the spiritual and the physical work together, that the traditional knowledge and physical knowledge and the that's been given to us, that's throughout the years through our ancestors, etc., and the intuition work together. Once you stop negating the physical, okay, you're not focusing on it, but you're not negating it either, okay, and you accept what is in the physical world, you will be this Queen of Wands who understands the nature of the physical world, who understands how to transform and transmute energy here in the physical world, and how to be very, very successful. Okay, and you'll be very courageous, very brave. You will be fearless, which is part of the message from the first one too. All right. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Interesting, because I read the King of Swords and the first one is the Knight of Swords, so I knew he was coming. So the Knight of Swords is about learning something. So again, there are things to learn here in the physical world. Okay, there is knowledge that has been given to our ancestors throughout the years that has been, filtered into this physical world. And there's books, and there are people, and there are teachings, religious teachings even. Don't negate them. Take them in the larger context, but don't negate them. That you could learn from. Okay, that will help you be this Queen of Wands. Six of Swords. Okay. The Six of Swords. What is the Six of Swords about? Healing. Yeah, it's healing on the mental, mental, physical, like the mental realm. So again, do not negate this logical mind. Do not negate your mind. Your heart and your mind need to come together, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Your heart and your mind need to come together. Do not negate the mind. Do not negate the learning, the physical learning with your mind. Do not negate this traditional stuff. And then we have the King of Pentacles. No, actually, this is the King of Wands. Sorry, this deck is interesting. We have the diamond here, but that's not pentacles, it's wands. This is the King of Wands, which is the queen, the counterpart to the Queen of Wands. So when you heal, this is interesting. So you're the Queen of Wands, you're very successful, you're very, everything. Again, once you accept all this and know that you have stuff to learn and heal on that level, you will be both the King and Queen of Wands. So you will be unstoppable in the physical world. You will be a master transformer and transmuter of energy. You will have an incredible understanding of nature, of the physical world, okay? Sorry, I'm getting really stuffed up while I'm doing this, but I'm going to keep going. All right. And look at that. The Justice card is what comes next. And the Justice card tells us that the universe is fair, just, and balanced. Okay? What you sow, you reap what you sow. Okay? Is the message in this card. So that is the understanding that you will have and fully have. Okay? And this balance between, here again, between the divine masculine, divine feminine, between the divine feminine and divine masculine, here, how it all works together, the spiritual, the physical, the traditional, the intuition, the mind and the intuition. It all works together. Don't negate any of it, okay? And look at that. Yeah, and then you will take the reins. You will take the reins and you will have this clarity that you're seeking in the mental realm. You'll understand how you have free will. You'll understand your free will and how you are in charge of the direction of your life. You, as the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, direct your life, okay? Yeah, that's beautiful. And then look at this, 7, again, 77. The 7 of Cups, which tells you that the truths that you're seeking, the understandings that you're seeking about the spiritual, emotional world, which are key to helping you understand this physical world, will be revealed to you. The ancient secrets, the ancient knowledge, okay? So 77, and that's like amazing. Look up 77. It's about spirituality and truth and understanding. So this is definitely a progression of the first one, the first group. So go back and watch that if you haven't watched it yet. Because, yeah, this is telling you you're going to understand all of this. That's what this reading is telling you. You are coming to a place of understanding the physical world and what your ancestors understood and what, all this ancient knowledge that was downloaded by, our ancestors in the past, both traditionally and very, and both from, the pagan. I want to put them together, actually. I'm guided to put them together. They work together, okay? They work together, as do these two, right? They work together. And, yeah, this is amazing. Beautiful reading. I hope it makes sense to you. I hope it tells you what your answers some of the questions you came with today. And I hope you have a beautiful day. And I can't wait to see what pile number 3 has to say. Maybe it's a progression from here. All right, pile number 3. Here we go. Let's see what the cards want to tell you today. King of Swords. Yeah. This is a definite progression reading. So if you haven't watched pile 1 and 2, go back and watch them because you are the King of Swords now. It's saying, look at this beautiful, beautiful card. Okay. Your crown is lit up. You have these angels' wings that are also, I think, eagles. So the strength and courage, right? It's just beautiful. So you have this mental clarity here. Okay? That's what they're saying is coming for you, okay? That you're having, you're on your way to, or you're having. Okay, this is the 10 of Swords. So this is definitely a progression. I know why they wanted me to use multiple decks, because they wanted to use the same cards over and over again in these readings. So one card picks up from the last one. So interesting. This is the Ten of Swords. So what this says is you need to accept what is so that you can move forward into what will be. Okay. And again, I'm reminded of the quote that I quoted yesterday. I'm not getting the quote exactly right, but if you keep rehashing the past, it's because you haven't accepted what happened, what is. And so if you keep rehashing the past, your present becomes rooted in the past, and you can never move forward, and there's no future in that. So that you need to accept what is in order to move forward, okay, into what will be. And then the Empress. This is the same card that followed in the, okay, it's really cool. The when you accept what is, okay, and this will allow you to become the Empress that you are. And the Empress is so connected to the physical world, okay? And she look at her, she's beautiful, and I think she's pregnant in this card, in the depiction in this card, and she's she's the birther, okay? She's the birther of everything in the physical world. She's a master manifester. Look, her hand, she's holding the fire. She's touching her belly where, she's giving birth. There's so much imagery in this card. But ultimately, this card means, once you accept what is, you can birth your new reality, whatever you choose it to be, okay, as the Empress. And then look at that, the Seven of Pentacles. This brings us right back to the first one, which tells you when you feel like you're on the verge of defeat, when you feel like you don't know anything, and you're on the verge of defeat, you're actually on the verge of victory and of uncovering the truth that you're seeking. And this is the truth of the physical world. You're seeking the truth of the physical world. That's why the mind, why you're seeking to become the King of Swords, to have this mental clarity, that combines your intuition and your ability, your logical mind. So combining your heart, your soul, and your mind, okay? So, and I'm seeing here, solar plexus is lit up, heart is lit up, crown is lit up, okay? So, yeah, very interesting. And then again, the Fool card. So be fearless, okay? You are not on the verge of defeat. You are on the verge of victory. Go forward fearlessly, okay? And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, right? This will bring you new opportunities in the physical world. This is going to bring you many new opportunities in the physical world, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles showing up. And here we have it again, the Ten of Swords right under here, all right? Accept what is. Accept what is so you can move forward. This is key, okay? And now we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is, okay, so the Wands is about will, okay? It's about will, and it's about free will, and it's about personal power, and it's about willing what you want into being, which is very similar to the Empress, okay? So we have two cards, so once you accept what is, you will become this Page of Wands. This page is a youthful, the Empress is more wise and and etc. But this is a youthful energy here of being able to create. So it's a new beginning. It's a new way of being. And then we have the Five of Swords. Lots of swords. And this is all about this mental clarity, understanding of the physical world. So the Five of Swords is about overcoming obstacles. Okay, it's about overcoming obstacles and big change. Five is big change. So once you accept what is, you're going to have a change in your how you see the world. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to have a change in how you see the world. Okay. And there we go. The Five of Swords, 55. Okay. The Five of Swords, both, that's a big affirmation. So yeah, you're going to overcome these obstacles. There are challenges, right? There are challenges that you have faced and that you will face, but you'll see them in a different way. You'll have a new clarity about how you can transmute and change, and about free will and how the physical world works. And 55 is major, major change. Okay, so that's really cool. And then look at that, the death card, which is transformation. And what they're drawing my attention to here is it's also the Four of Swords. So the four is foundations. Okay, foundations. So your new foundation that's coming here, your new foundation, your new mental foundation is transformation. You will understand transformation. You will understand change. You will understand how to transmute and transform in this physical world. Okay? That's what you're trying to understand. This is this mental clarity that you're seeking. This is the knowledge that you're seeking. All right? So this makes a lot of sense as a progression of the first two. So you might want to watch the first two if you haven't yet. I'm so stuffed up. I'm so sorry if I'm making all these noises, but bear with me here because this is an important reading. Yeah, but the key is to accept what is. Look at this. We have 10-10. That's new beginnings, right? So accept what is to move forward into this new beginning where you can birth something new, this youthful new energy, okay, of transformation and will. Don't give up. You're on the verge of success, not defeat. Be fearless. You're going to bring new opportunities to yourself in the physical world with this transformation. There is a major transformation coming, okay? In your mindset, I guess is how it's coming. And your new mindset will be all about transformation. How you're going to understand how to transform and transmute. And yeah, that is beautiful. That is your reading. And I hope that it resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.